Okay, so Face Hunter. You all know it. You all love it. Well, not all of you, but it's one of the most popular decks on my channel, so I'm going to assume most of you love it. And I'm just going to jump into the overview of the deck, then how to make it a little bit more budget, and then talk about where it lies on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being awful, 5 being playable barely, and 10 being perfect, better than Highlander Hunter. So basically how this deck works is Smork. But it's not always Smork. Sometimes, now this is going to blow your mind, you use your brain and you don't just Smork. I know. You're going to think that I'm lying to you, but that's not... Stay there. You're going to watch a video, you're going to watch a game in this video where actually you focus on dealing with minions. You keep bad cards, or usually bad cards, like Explosive Trap, like Arcane Shot, to help you into the early aggro, so that way you do not lose. If you're playing against a Murloc Paladin, you need to use things like Arcane Shot and Rapid Fire as much as possible to keep their board low, along with, what's it called, Dwarven Sharpshooter. Keep their boards low. Dwarven Sharpshooter, a lot of the time you still just hero power their face, but not always. If it's a Murloc Paladin or a Demon Hunter or even another aggro hunter of some kind, you gotta kill the minion so you don't get blown out. And it's actually pretty interesting to just think about how this deck is usually face, but this just shows the difference between like a good player with this deck and a bad player, where a really good player knows the matchup, so you actually can't be the full aggro person, and you'll chip them away over time if they're an aggro deck, right? You'll hero power, you'll have toxic reinforcements, you'll have death rattles, and like secrets and stuff, and you'll slowly chip them down, and then if you control the board, you'll probably be able to burst them and finish them off. In order to make the deck more budget, Blood Mage Thalamos, you can take out for Kobold Geomancer. Basically, 95% of the time, it's just as good as Thalnos, right? With extra health, in some of those situations, it might be better. But I think Thalnos is definitely a better card. The extra card draw can be really, really helpful in some situations as well, just to get you maybe one last option to maybe win the game. So, if you have them, put them in. If you don't, very easy replacement. For Dragonbane, you could replace it with another Burrowing Scorpion. That kind of messes up your Scavenger's Ingenuity for Face Stalker, so I might just put in a Freeze Trap or another tracking to help you cycle, and that's it. On a scale of 1 to 10, this deck is a solid 7.5 to 8. Unless you're at like super high legend where people really know how to play around decks like this and play control decks to counter it, in which case it's probably about a 7. But if you're climbing the ranks and you're anywhere like high legend, not high, low legend, high numbered legend, or above, like worse, this deck is a solid 8. Very good for climbing. And I would highly recommend it. Also, games are fast, so you can climb really quickly. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's jump into it. Oh yeah, and if there's anything I can do to improve the content for you guys, please let me know. I want to be as good as I possibly can for you. But if you already like my content, feel free to subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy the games. Okay, so this is one of the few matchups where you want to actually keep Explosive Trap. Unleash the Hounds is actually also pretty decent into this matchup, so we're just going to see how this one goes. Imprisoned Felmaw is just a good card in general, so if he doesn't flood the board, we'll just play Explosive later. But yeah, this entire matchup, this particular one, is really weird, because you actually want to use your stuff to control the board and just chip away at him with other things. Maybe I should have gotten rid of him for a 1-drop, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. Get one. Dwarven Sharpshooter, Rapid Fire. Any number of things are pretty solid here. We did end up getting the Dwarven Sharpshooter. I am going to play the Felmaw over the Explosive Trap. You want to play this once he fills the board out a little bit. And then hopefully we'll be able to kill him. So probably Animal Companion next turn. No reason to Unleash the Hounds yet. Even if he plays the weapon, there's still no need to really Unleash the Hounds. Then we just need to play super slow. We need him to commit to the board super hard and then play Explosive Trap. This guy's name is Frank Fear, and I am very fearful of this guy. This guy already has 500 wins on Demon Hunter. Holy, Demon Hunter's been out literally for like a month or 2? Probably about 2. Ugh, disgusting. I drew another Dwarven Sharpshooter, so I think I just do this and kill that off. I have another one, so it's fine. Worst case scenario, I would have just Animal Companion and passed the turn away. Leok and Misha would have been pretty good there, but now, potentially, I can maybe combo off with Unleashed Hounds and Animal Companion. Does he pump its health? No, he coins that out, which means Explosive Trap gets to do really well here. Like, he way overcommitted. He way overstepped. The 5/4 is going to die, and it's not going to get that much out of the way. It might go face. Doesn't really matter what it does. We still get to just play a secret and pass. Odds are it doesn't hit anything good. That's okay. I could run the risk for a for Explosive Trap, or I just play this now. I think I'm just going to play this now in Hero Power, and then we'll combo off all of these next turn. So my guess is that he has Pump Health for the 4/2. Pump Health for the 4/2. If he doesn't have Pump Health for the 4/2, I'm going to be able to do a lot of work here. That's good. That's nice. Does he play another one? Oh, he does not. Okay. Still think I'm going to Dwarven Sharpshooter Face Stalker. We're both running lowish on cards, actually, in our hand. But by the end of this turn, I'm going to be in control of the game. At least moderately so. And we have another card draw card, which is nice. But we're going to go boop and boop. Shoot him. Ideally, it's like explosive. Misdirection's not great. He's going to Hero Power immediately and bait it out. And it's just going to be like 1 damage. But it's not that big of a deal, I guess. I still have Unleashed the Hounds. If he builds a wide board, so maybe I can burst him. Scavenger's Ingenuity could potentially get me another Face Stalker, which would be nice. Or a Burrowed Scorpion, which could be pretty solid as well, depending on what I get. But this matchup, a lot of the time, is really determined about who goes first, who goes second, and if you're able to respond to his minions. So you want to keep things like... you want to keep things... Wait, he misplayed so hard there. He misplayed super hard. What if that had been Explosive Trap? Like, literally, there was no reason for him to do that the way that he did. If that had been Explosive Trap, he would have, like, lost himself the game. We play Scavenger's Ingenuity first, just to see what we get. If we get Face Stalker, great. If we don't, then that sucks. That kind of sucks, but ultimately, it's still fine. I'd rather get the 7/4 on the board and hit him in the face. 7/4 stealth. Not bad. Skull of Gul'dan would hurt here, but I get to swing in for a lot of damage. Probably play Animal Companion and do as much as I... Oh, you top decked it, you stupid, stupid person. That's suboptimal for me. Oh, you get to kill off the 1/2/2. Oh, you go face? I'm sorry, but I feel like in most situations you don't go face there, my friend. Face damage as much as possible here. Whittle him down. And we're fine with that. Altruist would hurt here, especially with all those cards. But I can just kill Altruist, Hero Power, and then hopefully finish him off with Unleash the Hounds later. So, Altruist is really my only big concern. He already used a Twin Slice as well, though, so I'm fine. If he had Altruist, he would have played that after he played Altruist, so I'm pretty sure I'm okay. This is fine. I-Beam? How do you kill the 7/4? Like, hello? The 7/4 is still alive, my dude. There's no way you still go face here. I mean, okay, there's another Twin Slice. There's no way you don't try to kill off the 7/4. Like, there's no way that you let this live. Wow. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Like, that's just lethal, man. And then hit. I don't think that Frank Fear really played that game very well. He took a few trades that he shouldn't have. He played some things out of order. I shouldn't really judge super hard because I make misplays too, but it's good to point them out. So this matchup's basically a wrap. You basically win if you're going against a rogue. They have no form of healing, and they don't rush you down fast enough unless you get actually nothing. Like, unless your hand is Unleash the Hounds with them having nothing and, like, several secrets. Okay, let me rephrase. Let me start over. If you are playing this matchup and you have a decent curve and you start out with the Toxic Reinforcements, that's 6 damage. That's very hard for him to deal with. He can bounce a couple of them, sure, but now I know that he's going the stealth package, which means he's not going to be able to do that, so. I'm okay delaying my secret, or my side quest 1 turn. It's not that big of a deal. I think playing the 5/4 that's dormant is just a little bit stronger. I'll be able to Face Stalker Hero Power, okay. Maybe get a misdirection off. That could be sick. But we'll see. Spy Mistress, okay. Face Stalker, Coin Hero Power. Ooh, this guy's just rushing it down, actually. That's somewhat suboptimal. If I get Explosive Trap, we are still decent. Coin Hero Power. Next turn, it's probably going to be Scavenger's Ingenuity Hero Power, and I just want to, like, build up. I know I was talking super confident before, so I really hope I don't embarrass myself and lose this game. I think it's possible he doesn't attack, and if he doesn't attack, we unleash the Hounds and just push as much damage as possible. If he does attack, then we... yeah, it's fine. Hits face with the 1/1, Explosive does damage. We play slow. I don't need to go super fast, right? Like, the deck will do the damage for me. That's okay. Burrowing Scorpion. I guess I could kill the 2/2 instead if I wanted. Hit face. Oh, sick. Oh my god, that's so strong. Holy. Doesn't... I mean, I only have one Face Stalker left in my deck, so I might as well just try to draw it. And then next turn, Face Stalker, Twin Spell, Hero Power, unless he fully trades in here. Rapid Fire can kill the Lackey so he doesn't set up for Tog Woggle because I have one extra mana sitting out there. Okay. Ah. That's big brain. That's big. That's smart, actually. But anyway, we Face Stalker, Hero Power, and then Rapid Fire the 2/1. That's happening regardless of what secret we got. 4/5 theoretically lives as well. We got some extra damage out there. We'll take it. He draws a card. That's not too big of a deal. We have Unleashed Hounds to potentially finish him off. We have more damage. We have Burrowing Scorpion. He doesn't get Tog Woggle. Even if he has Galakron, unless he gets something absolutely nuts, I should still win too. So, Secret Rogue is a little bit of a tougher matchup because he has the 1/2 that bounces the thing to the hand. So if he bounced a 1/2 to the hand, that would be a little bit of less damage. But for the most part, you should be winning. Ooh. Talking about high rolling. That was pretty strong, actually. Holy crud. That's actually quite bad. That's a lot of damage coming our way. I'm going to trade into his stuff, I think. I think I Unleash the Hounds, Hero Power, Rapid Fire some stuff. Can I get lethal here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, yeah, he just gives up. I didn't actually have lethal yet, but I could almost set it up and Rapid Fire to kill off this thing. So we're chilling. Another game, another win. Dude, this deck just decimates rogues, honestly. 2 Felmaws. Sand Trooper can go because he already actually have 2/2 drops. That guy's actually... don't underestimate that guy, okay? He's a pretty solid drop, but in this particular case, it's not really needed. And around the coin again. The coin's actually pretty good for this matchup, especially... like, this matchup specifically. If you're going into an aggro, you don't want the coin. You want to be making the plays. And seeing if they have responses. But if you're against Rogue, first of all, they don't get coin to kill you with. And second of all, and this is the big one, you're able to do the Face Stalker Hero Power turn 3, which is kind of big. It's not like absolutely massive or anything, but it's just fairly helpful. And into any matchup that's not pure aggro, even into an aggro matchup, like that's your go-to turn 3 play. Almost 100% of the time. Again, you don't need to Hero Power into this matchup right away. I have another Toxic Reinforcement, so there actually might have been an argument to do it, but I still think playing the 5/4 was just super duper strong. And then we'll play Face Stalker, Coin Hero Power, and then Felmaw Hero Power. We'll be drawing a couple more cards as we go as well, so we'll be able to do some things. If he doesn't play a minion and the 5/4 goes face, and it's like uncontested, this is so good for me. Probably won't, though. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. A lot of spells to do damage in my hand. A lot of spells to do damage in my hand here. 2 Arcane Shots, or an Arcane Shot and 2 Rapid Fires. That's pretty massive. Misdirection. That's actually kind of interesting that I got that. And he's probably going to try to test out the secret right now before playing a minion. That's what I would do. Seal Fate, okay. You know what, technically I would do that instead. Oh, now he has a Lackey to play. Don't hit the Lackey, please. Oh, it's so lame, man. Hit his face. 100% of the time. 0% of the time, apparently. Play that hero power. It's just more pressure on the board. He can't remove the 5/3 with one of his silly little spells, so honestly, it's fine. It's a little tilting, but I'll get over it. Animal Companion hero power. Toxic Reinforcements hero power the next turn, and we're just going to keep trying to pump out that damage. Really? Okay. He lets it hit his face. That's 2 damage. And it does 1 damage to him, so I could rapid fire it if I wanted to. That is not off the table entirely. Yeah, it makes sense. If that had been explosive, that would have been way better for me. But it's fine. We finished the side quest. We get to trade in. We get to do what we want, basically. Sharpshooter's not super important. Let's see what we get. Puffer's definitely face here. We just push damage. I could have hit into the 4/4, so the 5/4 might not hit it, but I don't think it really matters. We just keep pushing face and we have damage in hand. And if he goes face instead of trades, then he's insane. If he kills it off with like backstab and goes face, like that's okay. That's 4 mana to kill my thing. Theoretically, the Felmaw could still get some pretty decent value out. So, like if the 5/4 hits the 4/4 or his face, we're chilling. Also, we 100% kill the lackey every time here, so he can't Tog Woggle. Because that's his only lackey in his hand, or on his board, so just in case, I'm going to call his bluff. Trades in. That's fine. Felmaw hopefully hits his face or the 1/1. But you can see how powerful this matchup is, right? Okay, hits his face, that's just lethal. And then we had Thalnos for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage, so you can see how powerful this deck is against Rogue. It's just absolutely phenomenal. Like, there's nothing Rogue can really do, especially if we have Toxic Reinforcements. But even if you don't, right, like, he'd be at a decent chunk of health, but I still had a ton of burst in my hand. Like, it's just a really strong deck, and I would recommend it to most people. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and catch you in the next one.